Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your full moon in Virgo reading. The full moon in Virgo happens on February 24th. I am reading this while Mars is preparing to move into Aquarius and then conjuncting Pluto. This is significant because both of these signs in the early minutes of Aquarius are rulers of Scorpio together. So this is a flavor of the kind of energy with which we are pursuing the changes that we know we must make in ourselves and in the world. So this is a lot of force that's coming from underground, from our subconscious energy into the world, into our conscious actions and efforts. I'm going to read your overall energy. Excuse me. Lord of Staffs. Sagittarius is one of your cards. It's a fire, assertive energy. This is you really in control of your inspiration. You're really mining your own flame. This is the authenticity of your heart. This is you pursuing the things that you desire without any ambiguity or a lack of clarity. This could be a time of high productivity for you, wanting to move in several directions, moving forward projects that you have been working on already for a long time, but perhaps taking them to another level or in new directions that require the force of your personality to communicate clearly what it is that you are bringing to the table here. So you are perhaps leading others. You're certainly motivating others with the strength of your desire, ambition. And this is pure energy and excitement. In the present, we have the Hanged Man, in the past, the Seven of Swords, and in the future, the Judgment card. For all of your fiery desire and vision regarding what it is that you want to achieve, the way that you want to move out into the world with a big splash, whatever you do is going to be seen. You want it to be seen. You're bidding for the attention. You're jockeying to be heard at this time. This is requiring you consciously to step back for a moment, to consider the way that you are communicating so that you can be effective in this really grand bid for attention, resources, or collaboration from others. You're understanding that by any shift in your perspective, any ability to gain a bird's eye view of what it is you're attempting is going to help you open you up to maximize all the opportunities that are available to you in a way that you're aware, caught up in the energy of this, you may not be seeing at this time. You also don't want to alienate anyone. The point of your energy is to get through to your community, to your colleagues, to being heard in your organization. You want to have a voice. And in order for that to be effective, for your ideas to land or even be heard, you're aware that you must consider the steps that you're taking. So there's a little bit of a water, fire, steaminess coming out of this energy. You're having to channel that energy into a clear plan, a clear desire to make the best address, to be inclusive, and to welcome the responses and feedback that you receive, that you truly allow yourself to hear that, to maybe formulate your project as a series of questions that you then listen to the responses of others in a way that is less threatening, that allows you to sit back and gauge the response or gauge your audiences better. in the past. The Seven of Swords is about the way that you are now understanding the resistance that you have been receiving to your ideas. This launch that you are considering of things you've been working on for a long time is not new, but you have circulated these ideas, this effort, these plans in the past in different environments, and you've often received a cool reception. You've often not been met with the attention that you felt you deserved, or been able to inspire others in a way that benefited you. And this is where you are learning to strategize, pick your battles, identify who your most critical allies will be, and where your resistance is likely to be before you step out. And this is a big difference given your temperament, enthusiastic, optimistic, always trusting and believing that because your heart is open and willing, that others are receiving that. Now much more attuned to the fact that no matter how good your ideas may be, no matter how labored your effort may be, that there are others who will resist, who are not going to want to go along with you, and that you instead are preparing a response, preparing a way to not let that resistance block you. Because you're understanding that this is a moment you've been at this place before. You've been at a place where you've been on your path. You've seen the vision. It has been something you felt you could taste. It was right in front of you, and yet it was successfully doused by others. The fire was put out. You were shunned. You were not respected. You were not heard or seen, or your work was taken without you receiving the credit or the recompense that you deserved. You now understand that you've learned skills and you recognize the red flags along the way. Moreover, you understand that you're still on your path and you're better now. And so now is the opportunity for you to be clear in your awareness and your knowing that you are moving in the direction that you're being guided to move. This destiny, this call to purpose has arrived once again because you now have the skills, the awareness to make this a success. I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey card, Sagittarius, and hope that if you're enjoying this reading, you'll like this video, you'll share it with others, comment below for sure, and that you will subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And the card I pulled is Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. And I'm going to put this over here next to your future because you are bringing something to bear, something to light. You are pursuing a desire that has been, for the Sagittarians I'm speaking to, you have been working on most of your life, all of your life. And the opportunities, you've actually manifested this as a result of your vast experience and your effort that has been in some ways squashed in the past, or that you have been rejected from a circle, or you felt that sense of rejection because of your naturally optimistic assumption that everyone is waiting for a good idea. You have the energy to execute it, so it requires more patience as you're ready to launch something or move something in a leveling up in a direction, a bid for attention that is requiring patience. Andy Warhol's 15 minutes of fame, getting to that 15 minutes takes for many a lifetime. And I'm going to pull a flora and fauna of Africa. And what pops out is the spotted hyena. I don't know why this goes so well with Sagittarius, but the plant associated with this is the delphinium, and the key word is protection. Trust your intuition and instinct. Watch your surroundings and choose your words carefully indeed. This is the past energy that you're now heeding very cautiously, that requires your patience, but you're understanding the power of your, not only your words and actions, but your sheer presence bears on a project, and how to get around those red flags, those resistances that you already know are there in wait. I'm going to clarify the Hanged Man in your present with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So this is a repeat. I'm loving this. This is about your fount of confidence and energy. In fact, this confidence in your vision, in your ability to continue to pursue your vision. Your fire is higher and stronger than ever. This is what's ironically giving you the patience. It's the faith and belief in your ideas. It's the trust you now have in yourself and in your ideas, in the vision that you hold. The Queen of Pentacles is also showing that you have all the skills of transforming, the practical skills of pursuing and providing yourself with the right supplies, the right connections, the right environment, the right elements to make this something permanent and long-lasting. This is not something that you're doing for that 15 minutes of fame. This is something you're doing to build not simply for your lifetime, but for a long time. Something you see as permanent, something that will absolutely impact your bottom line, your safety, your security, and your abundance. And you're in alliance with natural cycles here, as the Queen of Pentacles is all about. Harmonizing the bounty or leveraging the bounty of nature in order to maximize your own harvest. The Seven of Swords in the past is clarified by the Page of Swords and the Ace of Wands. You're definitely looking at the way you use words. You're looking at the ideas that you have couched your efforts in. You're assessing and evaluating the best way to move forward, the careful parsing of your language and your actions as well. But you're understanding that your truth is fluid at this time. It doesn't mean that you change your truth. It simply means that you're understanding the way that your experience impacts others differently now, or the complexity of your truth and the truth of others, so that you're able to approach others, to present yourself and your ideas with clarity, so that multiple languages, and by languages, I mean learning styles, the way that people are able to hear you or see you, is addressed, is considered in your presentation. And this is all about really this opportunity for growth that you have manifested. This confirms that you've been working on this for a very long time, but some new level of growth, some new opportunity for expansion has opened up to you in recent years. And that is where you have been inspired to accommodate yourself to this new level of experience. In the future, the Judgment card is clarified by the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. It's interesting because you're also aware that the exploration of ideas, language, new audiences, that's something I'm hearing a lot. new audiences, presenting your ideas to new people, new kinds of people, new communities. You see the value of your ideas having an impact much wider than you might have considered before. You want its usefulness to be more all-sided. And this means that you are having to challenge your own assumptions about the way you thought the world was or the way things worked. You're understanding the subtleties of truth and new ideas, new systems of presenting, distributing, displaying your ideas, new ideas around networking with communities further afield, allies that you may not have considered before. So there is a level of further research that is supporting you to step back in this hangman energy. This retreat is not simply a pause, but it feels like an opportunity for the ideas that you are managing, you are manipulating in a way to marinate within you, giving you a chance to understand the way that essentially you are moving yourself forward to this place of independence. This is about the successful cultivating of your garden, Sagittarius, and this is particularly important to you who so value your own integrity, your own discrete experience, so that you understand that by becoming stronger as an independent, creative, secure, stable force in your world and in the world, the ability to invest in yourself is the very model that helps to integrate you into larger and larger communities. And these communities are essential for you to have the impact of your ideas, your work that you desire. I'm going to finish up this reading with Love Oracle of Eden from Tizama Publisher. They represent the African diaspora in Europe. I believe they're based in the Netherlands. And so there is a bit of nudity in this card, so I will manage that if I have to. I might have to cover that up. So I pulled the beautiful abundance card. And indeed, this is sufficiently covered up, I think. These are very tastefully done, so I'm not as alarmed. But this is really a beautiful summation of the energy that I believe you're cultivating. It feels as though you're working on a project or the presentation of a project that you have been working on for a very long time. And you are now understanding that your manifesting these opportunities is only possible because you're now partaking in the abundance of the universe. You're channeling that, the joy in using the materials, the supplies, the individuals, the mentors, the collaborators at your disposal is what has come together in this experience, successful or not, of the enjoyment of the wealth of the universe. Universal bounty is yours. And moving this project along only enhances your sense about how and why to use such resources available to you now, how you've earned this, the worthiness of your project to build this abundance. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.